Hello everyone, welcome back to Reload. I'm your host, OVG. Thank you for joining me today. If this is your first time to the channel, don't forget to hit that like button. If you really love what you see today, you should probably subscribe, hit the notifications, ring the bell. Let's reload. Far Cry Instincts for the Microsoft Xbox was produced back in 2005. It is a Microsoft Xbox only title. Believe it or not, there was plans to port this game over to the Sony PlayStation 2. However, those plans were canceled.
Far Cry Instincts.
Far Cry Instincts is a game that follows the story of a man named Jack Carver, who was voiced by Stephen Dorff. Carver purchased a used boat from the government auction and spent his time ferrying tourists, and eventually he met up with a woman named Valerie Cortez, and she shows up and pretty much everything changes from there.
Said something about reefs, as in I just bought this tub and I don't want to have to fix the hull again.
What, didn't the Navy teach you how to navigate
Far
in shallow
Cry
water?
No. It just
is
taught me
Far
how to trust a
Cry
port
from a
in
crappy
water
game.
and to always protect
This
my
game
investments.
deserves to
Look,
be
I need to get in
reloaded
closer.
today.
So, if I wanted to maybe rent that little water scooter of yours for a couple of hours, what would that cost?
That's not a good idea.
There is a whole
matter, Jack?
multiplayer
Afraid my check
community
won't clear?
where you could make your own
Here's
maps,
200. Call it a
design your
bonus for
own
getting me
games,
safely back to
you know, put your
Quantico.
own spawn points where you want them to be. You could literally
I've got it
design a
covered.
map and set it up for specific game
I'll be
modes.
back here in 2 hours.
And man, the online gameplay was awesome back in the day with Xbox Live in its infancy. She says she's just gonna borrow your little water scooter for a bit. Be back in a couple hours. And man, it hits the fan.
Hey, yeah, no, there's no problem here. I have a fishing permit. Motherfucker! Ah! There's no way! Who the hell has helicopters out here?
You see, your boat gets shot up. You make your way ashore, and you are on Mercenary Island. There are mercs everywhere. You need to use stealth tactics if you want to survive in the beginning. As the game progresses, the story gets more involved, and you find out the true on this island. You start getting directions by a mysterious voice, and the voice calls himself Doyle. Now, it turns out Cortez and Doyle know each other, and basically Doyle was sent there to learn about a mad scientist by the name of Krieger. Now, Krieger, he hired himself Richard Crowe. And they are attempting to develop a serum that would enhance the physical abilities of a man and quote-unquote unlock its hidden animal traits. You see, they're experimenting here. They're trying to mess with evolution. And Jack is about to become a guinea pig. Now, those powers allow you to attack, and you get 3 little lines that appear on your reticle letting you know that your prey is within range. This allows you to do a striking attack with your bare hands. It's like you got claws now. Like if you were Wolverine, you could literally just run right up to him and cut right through him. You don't even need to control how your character is moving. You can just hit the attack button and it does the rest. It zeroes in on your target and kills your target. So you want to make sure that you have a clean line of sight with your target before hitting that button. Because if anything gets in the way, it'll mess up the auto-targeting of that move, and then you're going to want to pull out your gun as fast as possible. The shooting style is awesome. One hand, two hands weapons. Very quick in certain areas. Very story driven. Far Cry is by far a fantastic game to reload.
Hold on, I need some help.
There's a lot of guns in this game. We've got submachine guns, we've got RPGs, we've got sniper rifles, pistols, automatic pistols, silencer pistols. You name it, they shoved it in this game, and it's a decent amount of weapons to be found in the levels and to take off of the mercs as well as the other evolved people later on in the game.
I need some help! Lay down! Look out!
In this game, you're mostly walking. You can pick up vehicles as you find them and drive them while shooting. Some vehicles have mounted turrets on them, which is nice. Other vehicles, they're just to be able to get you somewhere quick. I have seen Humvees, ATVs, jet skis, hoverboats, hang gliders, and much more. The sound in this game is phenomenal. It has its drawback though. Once the music starts playing, if there's any audible dialogue for the game itself, it becomes inaudible. The music just overpowers it. And I wish there was a setting in this game to be able to adjust the music over the voices. But unfortunately, either they forgot to put that in the game or I couldn't find it in the menu system. And I looked, and it was just not there. So I found the easiest thing to do from time to time is to come to a complete stop as you begin the new level. Wait a minute, or maybe move just a couple inches forward, and that'll get the dialogue started, and then just wait. Because if you progress too far, you'll trigger events in the game, and then that starts the music, and then you can't hear what they're trying to tell you. As you get further into the storyline, you find yourself up against other evolved people like yourself. Except they don't seem to be as intelligent as you are. And you end up having to fight them as well. I'm going to let you guys take in some of the sights and the sounds of the game and not comment for a little bit. Far Cry is an amazing first-person shooter for its time. It used the Crytek engine, which is the same engine that was used to run Crysis. Back in the day, the saying was, can your PC run Crysis? If it could, it was the exploited, deleted there. Really enjoyed my playthrough of all 11 levels. It was really nice to revisit this game and play it in its entirety. So I did actually put together in another video, which we'll be releasing shortly after this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as my long play that I'm going to release. And again, if you've enjoyed this so far, I thank you so much for your support. Please help support me and my channel by liking, commenting, ringing the bell to get notified. Subscribing does not cost a thing, and it tells the algorithm that you're interested in what I'm putting out. So, that is today's episode of Reload. I still think the game holds up very well. I wish the multiplayer was still around, because man, there's so many fun times in that. I mean, playing with your friends, I think it was up to 8 people on a map that you could make, and it was great. It was a lot of good times there, 4 versus 4, or if you turn it into like a Predator match, it was more fun to have it off balance, where it was like 6 on 2, or 1 versus 7. It's harder to do it that way, but anyways, I believe you could still system link the consoles together. So if your 7 friends, if they happen to all have their Xboxes and a copy of this game, system link it up, enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I look forward to doing more of these for you, and I will see you on the Reload. I got nothing. Oh man, this is gonna be great. Okay. All right. No, don't do that. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like. And without further ado, that's taken. Is that important? Oh man, this is fun. Okay, start over.